What's up, everybody? It is week 2 with the 770G. How have things been going? A couple of you have been picking up on my hints that I'm doing some sort of diet. I did explain to someone who commented on last week's video. I'm trying to keep that to myself for the time being. I am documenting my progress and everything, and hopefully in the next 3 weeks I'll start releasing a different video strand over my diet, what I've been doing, stuff like that. But I can't do these videos without sharing some information with you about how my diabetes and stuff are going. So we're going to kind of touch on that this week. So let's get started. All right, so let's get started. Last week, time in range was 98% for a 7-day period from March 20th through the 26th. CareLink is comparing that data from earlier in, I said March. I meant May, my bad. Period A is from May 20th to May 26th, the past 7 days. And then period B is from May 6th through May 12th, earlier in the month. So period A, time in range was 98% with 2% of that high. Period B was 75% time in range with 21% high and 4% super high, greater than 250. So there's been a significant improvement with that. The biggest improvement, I think, you guys are going to kind of see in a second with some other stuff. Let me find where I want to start. So my high and low sugar alerts per day for period A were 0.8 and 0.5. So I'm not hardly getting any alerts for the high or low spectrum of auto mode. For period B, I had 1 alert per day for a low and 10.3 alerts per day for high. So it's been a big reduction in my overall alarms for my sugar values. My average blood glucose per day is 134 plus or minus 30 for period A and 160 plus or minus 58 for period B. Blood sugar calibrations per day for period A are 3.2 BGs and 2.4 calibrations. For period B, it's 4.6 blood sugar readings and 2.9 calibrations. Like I told you guys, I try to calibrate between 2 and 3 times a day. It just kind of depends on how my day's activities and stuff go. If I sleep late and I wake up and then my 12-hour calibration makes it to the next night before I go to bed, then I'm only going to do two calibrations. But if I am up early, let's say 6 a.m. and I don't go to bed till like 10 p.m., then I'm going to do 3 calibrations. So that's just kind of the way that I calibrate my sensor. So here's the kicker. Total daily dose per day of insulin. I'm going to read period B first. Period B is 157.9 units. And if you guys have been sticking around with me since the beginning, you will know that when I first started this channel, that was over 200 units per day. So with some work and stuff, I got it down to about 157. But on this new diet, I've reduced it to 68 units a day. That is an average. I can tell you that in the most recent days, it's been lower than that. So next week's video, it's most likely going to be a little lower. So how am I feeling because of it? I feel totally fine. I'm not having any side effects or anything like that. It's been a really fun process so far. So bolus amounts per day on period A, I'm bolusing about 7.5 units on average, 11% of my insulin delivery. And on period B, I was bolusing 69.9 units, which was 44% of my insulin delivery. My auto basals in auto mode and period A has been reduced to 60.6 units, which is 89% of insulin delivery. And on period B, it was 88.0 units, which is 56. My set change and reservoir change are a little higher. That's because I wasn't prepared for that insulin reduction. So in doing that, I read my site out closer to 5 days, and honestly, I didn't even realize it was that long. So now on my new set change, I did not fill my reservoir up with 300 units. I filled my reservoir up with about 180 units. I believe I'm currently on day 2 with that change. So we'll see if I make it the full 3 days before my set change. Overall, the process has been very nice. Auto mode has done a very good job at regulating my insulin delivery based on my needs. That's one thing I can say without a doubt I am extremely amazed by, is how auto mode has handled this abrupt change in food consumption. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. The first 2 days were the worst. Auto mode was kind of getting used to it. I was running a little higher, and then day 2, it got the hang of it a little too much, and I did have 98% time in range, but 2% of that was low instead of high. So that was kind of an adjustment, and then after that, I believe I had 3 days in a row at 100%. So it's been a very good week so far with the way things are going. I totally plan to continue what I'm doing. There has been some weight loss, the insulin reduction, all that will be covered in my new line of videos that'll be coming out in probably about 3 weeks. So we're going to say about mid-June, tentatively, just so that way I can kind of keep the information going and keep the videos recorded and ready to go for you guys on a set time, so that way if you want to watch it as the videos come out, you'll get them. It's a very unique experience. I was very nervous about doing it, but so far the 770G has been amazing. I'm not 100% sure how well the process would go on a non auto mode pump. So if you had T-Slim or anything like that, I'm not sure how they would handle it. But so far, my 770G has been phenomenal with the changes that I've made personally. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video and you stick around for the next one. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you.